So we decided at our annual conference that we wanted to organize a few panels for gender center coordinators and students to have a conversation about what it meant to support LGBTQIA2S plus students and the challenges that they were experiencing while doing work around LGBTQ student success and advocacy. And what emerged from the conversations was the realization that the CSU system could be doing more to be intentional about how they were serving our students, and that LGBTQIA2S plus student servingness should be the responsibility of everybody, right? Not just those that are in gender centers and not just the students themselves or folks in women's studies departments. Um, but I think the real genesis for going in the direction of the symposium was a comment that was made by an advisory board member who pointed out that, while LGBTQ student identity was, such a crucial part of some of our students' identities, that it wasn't recognized in our metrics for measuring student success, and that it should be an equity category in the CSU system's graduation initiative. So, that would enable us to better kind of measure the impact of the efforts that we've been taking on to support our students. And, that would help us to figure out like what is worth continuing to invest in or changing. So we decided to pivot away from that annual conference and focus on a 2-day symposium where we invited those within the network to share their research and practices related to LGBTQ student success. And we also saw it as a space to bring advocates, practitioners, and students together from across the system to talk about what's going on their campus, right? What is top of mind related to LGBTQ student success? But we didn't want it to end there, right? We wanted to take it from panel to practice. And to that end, we took the priorities that attendees identified and we organized some communities of practice that would allow people from across the system to come into conversation with one another, to work toward concrete changes in policy or practice, or at least recommendations for changes to policy or practice that would support equity for LGBTQIA2S plus students.